Yo, welcome back, people. Dominic here again, and welcome to another episode of The Dirty. We've been trying a couple of days to get this right. I think we finally got it. Derek is back with me, and yeah, we're gonna finally set the record straight with Derek having a troll. Okay, if you didn't know, I scheduled an event. Derek was on the show before, and he suddenly got these messages from this lady, and he's going to be explaining who she is. So stay tuned, don't go away, it's coming up.
Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the top.
Yo, welcome back, peeps, and welcome, Derek. How you doing, man?
Welcome. I'm doing good in yourself.
Cool. Don't you want to move to the middle there? Why are you so cut off, bro? Kom steek jy weg in die hokkie daar. Derek, why are you sitting in the corner there like a naughty child again? What did you do?
I'm in trouble like always.
No, man, no. Come out of the corner there. This.
I need to get in the opposite way, yeah?
Yeah, there we little bit more. So we can see you like a full screen, a little bit more.
A little bit more opposite.
That's it. Okay, that's better. So, man, how's it been? I know we've been circling for the past couple of days to get this thing right, but finally we are. Okay, and I'm sure the people are angry at us for messing them around, but sorry guys, these things happen. It was technical problems, but we are here and we are back and we are ready to rumble. Okay, and Derek will be telling us what's what here. Let me go to the screen here, and then you can explain to us what's happening here. So, are you able to see these comments here, Derek?
I can see them, but they're just a little bit blurry on my end. So if you can just click on it and maybe zoom into it.
Okay, I can actually bring this up here on the screen. Let me see if I can find that. Right, so this is what Pauline said. Does this mean you will maintain your child now? And when you saw that comment, you felt that you needed to come on the show, and I think it's for good reason that we weren't successful with the show because you got a bit heated, right? And I mean, rightfully so. These allegations, well, you here to tell us whether it's true or not. You here to set this record straight. But yeah, this is what it says. Herman and I have been doing this for you as you haven't been man enough to look after your boy. Yep, more to this than people know, sadly. So,
Alright.
Who is Pauline Jabba and what's happening here, bro?
Okay, so Pauline Jabba is the mother of my ex, the mother of my child.
Okay.
Okay, so she's the grandmother in the steps, or however you want to put it. Okay, firstly, me personally, I'm telling you now, if I had the right, I would take the mother title off her name. I would take the grandmother title and I'll take it away from her. She does not deserve it. She's not a mother, she's not a grandmother. By the actions and way how things proceeded. So, Pauline, I just want to respond to your comment over there where you said, am I going to support my child because you and Herman have been supporting my child? So, I want to ask you a question. Who's the one that's repaying your daughter 2,000 Rand a month? Okay? What I pay my child got nothing to do with you, Pauline. It's got nothing to do with you, Herman. But I've got a question for you that I want you to come on live and explain to the people. Why? Why did I stop paying before we went to court? Because Pauline, what did you and Herman do? Okay, let's get back to Herman. Herman is the ex-husband of my ex-girlfriend, okay?
Right?
So Pauline and Herman and Terry's youngest brother, that stays in Centurion, they were the masterminds and the clever ones to play with the law. And they were the ones that threatened and intimidated and coerced the mother of my child to alienate. So if the mother of the child allowed me to speak to my child, then Pauline Jabba, the mother of my ex-girlfriend, the grandmother, supposed to be grandmother of my child, then would punish her and threaten her and insult her and tell her she's this and that. And the ex-husband would do exactly the same, manipulate. And the actions that they took against her for her doing what's right is unacceptable. So Pauline Jabba, you as a mother, as a grandmother, you are, and this is coming from a statement from me, and it's not from the public, it's coming from me, the father of my child. I think you are one sick individual. Herman, I think you are also one sick individual. And Pauline, coming back to your comment, when is your chummy Herman gonna start supporting his two kids? When is he gonna start adhering to his High Court's order? He's 17 months in arrears. And from the final divorce order printed from Pretoria High Court, it's 17 months in arrears. So Pauline Jabba, when are you and your chummy gonna stop committing crimes, stealing people's stuff, stealing people's money, and trying to slander people on social media? Can we just please open Pauline Jabba's profile there? Can you do it?
Okay.
And I'm giving you the instruction, so I will take the hit for it. So if they would like to try to take me to court and everything, Facebook is a public platform, and you've just exposed yourself to the public platform. So let's get into you, Pauline. So there's Pauline Jabba. Everyone take a nice look at her, because we're going to get into detail. Okay, Pauline, you claim you are this big Christian and you've got a Christian page, X, Y, and Z. Why abuse an innocent infant child? Why? That's not Christian values. That's not Christian morals. Who do you think you are to threaten your daughter and intimidate your daughter and cooperate with her ex-husband to belittle and humiliate your daughter? Let's forget about my story. You want to get in down and dirty, so let's go. You guys, in your responses with the attorneys, when my attorneys sent you guys all proof of payments to your guys' attorneys of East London, because you guys made the statement that I only made 2 payments. But clearly, Pauline Jabba, you and Herman need to go back to school because you guys can't count. You guys can't count to 10. There's been 15 payments made. So how do you get a number of 2 when it's supposed to be 15? So I don't want to get into your IQ and your intelligence. I just want to get into your morals and values of life. So you as a grandmother, as a mother yourself, why would you kick your daughter out of the house that she's living in, which you told her she must come stay by forcefully, until she finds her feet, until Herman starts paying spousal maintenance and maintenance of two prior kids. And Pauline Java, you are a coward, you're a compulsive liar, your morals and standards of life is disgusting. And Herman could hear your father, the NKK Grimini. You stole my stuff not once but twice on two different occasions, where you broke and entered, which is a crime. You stole my power tools worth 35,000 Rand. And Pauline Jabba, you helped and instigated. And you and Herman is the one that committed perjury, fraud. And if I had to break up my case, I can rip my case out of proportion. I can say Herman kidnapped my child, conspiracy to kidnapping, conspiracy to child trafficking. Because while there was a protection order in Herman Kutier's favor, he trafficked my child to me while there's a protection order in place, because their attorneys is above the law. But then when we go into the courtroom, then their attorneys want to say, no, they never gave an instruction. But guess what, bud? I've got the email. So when we go back to court now in March, it's something I'm going to have to face with the judge. And I'm going to have to address it with the judge. I don't care if your friend attorney withdrew from the case. I'm holding you accountable for my legal fees, and I'm going to make sure that the attorney gets dealt with, investigated, because she is responsible for the abuse. She is like the key. You are the gateway to my child, as I explained in my responding affidavit. You are trying to be the gateway to my child, which you have no right. I never made a baby with you, and I'm not interested in making a baby with you. You know, deep down, I don't even like you. I don't even want to be affiliated with you. You know me from Centurion, Herman. I'm straight up. I tell you to your face, you're a coward. You go when I'm not around and I'm very far, then you want to go and be macha and traumatize my child by abusing your ex-wife. Come on, man. What type of man are you? And Pauline Jabba, this is what you support? No, this is not good, man. This is unfair. And like I was saying, when I was now in East London on the 1st to the 3rd of February, when I arrived, I received threats. The mother of my child received threats. I've got text messages. I've got screenshots. I've got everything that I need to back what I'm saying on this live. So while I was visiting my child on the 1st, since I landed, I obviously checked the environment. I did lots of observation. So then I even slept over by my child and my ex-girlfriend. And then I realized at night, my child is waking up traumatized, scared. He wakes up like if he's having nightmares. So then I never said anything. I never addressed it with the mother and stuff, because I know what's going on, you know. And when I saw it started affecting my child's sleep, then you must know it's affecting my child. So then what I did was, on the 2nd, when I finished my hearing in court, I went back to my child and my ex-girlfriend. I told her to pack her bags. I took her with me to the B&B I stayed at. She slept over at the B&B, and on the 3rd, the day that I flew back to Cape Town, we had a nice day at the B&B. We had a swimming pool. We had a clean house. Pauline, we still get into your house and your accusations you made in your evacuation letter, unlawful evacuation letter. So yeah, we had a lacquer day, and when we slept over in the B&B, my child never woke up with a bad nightmare. So then I addressed it to the mother of my child, and I said to her, hey, listen.
Do you think that it could be something to do with where they're staying itself, since you said that they didn't have It never. Sorry. Oh, let me just reposition you there quickly. I don't know what happened now. Sorry, you're all off in the corner now, all zoomed in again. But yeah.
Yes, so yes, it's definitely got to do with the retaliation and the behavior of her mother and the ex-husband, because the ex-husband has no respect for his ex-wife. He enters and comes in and goes like he pleases. He does not knock. He does not ask, can I come in? He just storms in, takes what he wants, does what he wants, assaults her, swears her while my child is in her arms. And that is not, I'm not going to tolerate that, and it's unacceptable. You are a 37, 38-year-old grown-ass man, chartered accountant, qualified, but this is the way how you behave. It's disgusting.
Well, you did mention that you've got everything to back that up with. Tell me, you said that your ex gets assaulted still, even with this protection order in place.
That was the latest, because my ex told him, listen, it's time now, I'm going to enforce my high court order.
Okay.
And then what did he do? He came to her house, stormed in with, he actually invaded her privacy. He trespassed and stormed into the house, pushed her aside with my child in the mother's arms.
And this is whose house again?
And this is Pauline Jabba's house, where the mother of my child is staying.
And Pauline Jabba is the mother of your child.
Yeah, the mother of my ex-girlfriend.
So where does this guy come in? This Herman.
He is the ex.
No, but I mean, how does he have access to the house?
Because he forces himself in. He trespasses. He's got no respect for his ex-wife, and he uses this form of aggression and force and intimidation to break her down. But when I'm present, I smack Susep Lamet. He pisses like a puppy. And I'm only 28 years old. He's 10 years older than me. But our values, our morals, and the way how we see to solve and address things is completely different. I want to do it in a man way. Manly, this guy does it a coward, how can I say, common way, because he... Okay, I don't want to get you into that, because just now I'm going to say something. And then, but anyway, so the latest incident where he pushing a woman is assaulting her. Pushing a woman with a child in her arms against a wall out of the way is assault. Finish. There doesn't need to be blood, cuts, knives, weapons. If you lift your hand for a woman, it's abuse, it's assault. Finishing clear. You put your finger in her nose, you put your finger in her eyes, you're traumatizing my son, which is in her arms, it's in his presence. Out of the 4 years that I was dating the ex-girlfriend, I never lifted my hands for your kids, I never swore your kids, I never screamed in front of your kids, I never traumatized them. So who the hell do you think you are to do it to my infant child and traumatize them? It's a long-term effect.
Your son's how old now?
He's now a year and 7-8 months. So Herman, I can promise you, you can look at me in this life. When I come to East London, I'm going to traumatize you. I'm gonna traumatize you. I'm gonna make you go through what you put your ex-wife through. And you can challenge me. You know me better than anyone on this life. If I say ek gaan iets doen, dan doen ek. Ek gaan op jou deur klop. En as jy nie by jou huis is, as jy weghardloop van jou huis af, ek gaan by jou werk klop. And if your work doesn't want to speak to me, I put your work on social media until they bring you out. Because you need to be exposed, you need to be held accountable for your behavior and your actions. Because your ex-wife has full right to enforce her court order. You don't need to threaten and abuse her and tell her this and that. The court has ruled upon you. You need to suck it up and be a man and just comply. Otherwise, you will be arrested. Finishing floor. And Pauline, you want to instigate and play with Herman and abuse your daughter. That's why you don't deserve the mother title. And why do I need to communicate with Pauline or Herman in the first place? I don't need to pay my child's maintenance in your guys' bank account. So therefore, that's why you guys don't know what's going on. My life is private. I don't need to tell anyone how much maintenance I pay, when I pay, how I pay. It doesn't have. It's got nothing to do with anyone. And the reason why you guys don't know is because I told the mother of my child she doesn't give you guys any information regarding me and my son. So there you've got your answer. When are you and your ex-husband gonna start paying for the two prior kids? Because I'm not.
Um, Derek, so just in closing, look, it's ongoing. Is there any other cases that's still pending? Anything that you still need to still sort out in court? And another question is, has your ex enforced a court order? And if not, why not?
Okay, so firstly, when Herman Couture broke into the house in the second time while me and my ex and my child and her two prior kids were in Cape Town, Pauline, Java, and Herman came and broke into the house. That's when they stole Kerry's belongings. Um, they took all her documents, took her final divorce order, all the hard copies. They took it and stole it. And then he went on to the mother of my child's um, Gmail. He hacked into her Gmail and he deleted all her emails from her attorneys and the final divorce order, so she could never enforce it and phone the police. So when she informed me and told me about it, I said, okay, that's fine. He's just trying to steal time and manipulate the system and mislead again. It's part of his modus operandi, but it's okay. I assisted her. We got a copy from her attorneys. And then when she told him last week, said, listen, I'm tired of your abuse. I'm tired of you doing what you do and think you can carry on this way. I'm going to enforce the court order. And that's where the threats and the accusations and stuff come. So, and like I say, she's been a housewife for a very long time. So there's independence. Herman could see her. You took away your ex-wife's independence. You told her to stay at home. So you are responsible for her independence. You need to compensate. You like it or don't like it. That is part of life, and that's the court of law. And if you're not going to adhere to it, you're going to go sit there in the chuki and you're going to become somebody's pup.
And then one more thing. Look, hey, you're a funny guy. um,
Yeah, I think that man is not missed about 5 minutes. He acts all hard and stuff, but it's only intimidating women. He has, since this 5, 6 years I know this guy, he has never spoken like this to another man or another male figure. He's only tried to overpower women, which shows a weakness in you, Herman.
so
It shows the weakness of a man.
so what's the way forward here? You and your son, it seems like you guys have sorted things out between you and your ex, and the only thing really keeping
Correct.
you from your son is distance, right? She's not alienating you
Yes.
anymore.
No, not at all, because I've got a court order in place and I have enforced it. I have sent the police there, and then that's when she confessed and broke up with us, broke and came clean and said, listen, it's not me. I am being threatened and intimidated and coerced by X person and X person. So what you're doing is not okay. It's not me. But she explained to me the situation which she's in. So obviously you need to listen and you need to do what is right. Okay. Yes, I want to go in and eliminate and go for the kill for, for my child's sake. But at the end of the day, I need to do what's right. I need to listen, take in consideration, read the scenario. And yes, I don't say she's completely innocent because she's allowing this to take place for a long time. Because she could have contacted me a lot earlier and it could have been solved. And yes, I have sent the police to enforce my court order and X, Y, Z. And this is why I said, um, the mother of my child, there is some things that she is guilty for, but it's stuff that we have sorted it out. And now that she's come out with the truth and spilled all the beans, I don't want to punish her. I want to punish the people that are the masterminds that created all of this abuse, trauma, wasting of funds, slandering on social media, false allegations. I want to hold those people accountable. I don't want to destroy the mother of my child. It doesn't matter what has happened or what we're going through or what the future looks like. At the end of the day, I want justice.
Right, and I mean that is the right thing to do. You want the mother of your child to still be able to be a mother of a child. I mean, it seems like she's already under enough threats and stress. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I always say if you keep what's in the best interest of your child at heart, if you do everything, every decision you make, and you just think, okay, what would this do to my son? What would this do to my daughter or my children? Then the decision should be easier. Am I right?
Correct. And it's not only, you're 100% correct. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's not only my infant baby that's gone through the trauma. Herman and Pauline, what did you put your two prior kids? Okay, they're a lot older than my baby, but now because they're older, they can speak, they can see, they can understand for themselves. What trauma did that boy not go through? What Terry's boy, what trauma did he not go through? The mother of my child's daughter, what trauma did they not go through? And you forgot who bathed your kids. You forgot who took your kids to school. You forgot who picked up your kids from school. You forgot who took your kids to sports. You forgot you weren't there.
Not that I want to get into.
Who's the one you, Herman?
Not that I want to get into this
to
guy's
change your
business or
picture.
anything. Sorry to break your word. I don't want to get into his business or anything. But is he in the kids' lives right now? Is his concern only
Correct.
because the way that you were speaking, it's like your concern is only his concern is only you and your ex, which is his ex-wife. So
Correct.
So, does he spend any time? Has he shifted his focus at any time to his kids?
Yes, no, he does see his kids and stuff like that. Like he tried to alienate me from my child. Now he's trying to alienate the mother from the kids because the mother doesn't have a job. The mother can't look after herself because she was a housewife. He stole her independence away. Now that he needs to compensate, now that she's weak, he's taking advantage. Now this is where I say the character of the manhood. He doesn't have manhood. You understand?
So it just never ends with him. Really, it's just
it never ends with him, and this is why I said he's met his match when he interfered now with my baby. And trust me, it's like taking a cub out of a lion's den. What's gonna happen?
Dude,
and that's the truth.
you're gonna devour him.
Take it like you want. Pauline, take it like you want. This is the truth. And it's blunt, it's raw. Come onto the show, carry on with your comments. Let's go for it. We can go all the way back to Centurion. All that I want to say is, like, I'm really tired of this drama, this negative vibes. If Pauline and Herman can just spend so much energy on something positive and something worth fighting for, you would be much more successful. You'll be much more happy. Life will treat you differently. But don't come and try to be royalty and try hit the shot if you don't have the facts straight and if you're not an angel yourself. And don't bring Christianity and God's name into something if you fake. Okay? So you don't misuse religion because it's gonna come bite you in the butt. Here's the Bible. I read my Bible. Okay? But I don't bring verses out to tell people I'm so holy, I'm so Christian, this and this, to try and make me look like a better person. I've got respect for this, I've got respect for my religion, and the way I go forward and behave says what type of person you are. So I don't go around and abuse women and abuse children, X, Y, and Z. And I'm not saying it is because I'm religious or I'm Christian. It's just the etiquette of who I am. And the mentality that you and Herman have, and your youngest son that's sitting there in Centurion that conducted an evacuation letter unlawfully, doesn't even make sense. An evacuation letter doesn't even get typed out like that. So it just shows you your IQ levels and your guys' intelligence. But I don't want to go into that and break you guys down. I would rather want to lift you guys up and just say, back off, prepare yourself for your eie dinge, and just leave me alone. Leave me alone, leave my child alone, stop abusing the mother of my child, let her be free. We are living in a democratic country, we got freedom. You don't need to keep her a prisoner and threaten her and intimidate her, because my child is getting affected underneath that, and I will stand up. I'll be in between. I'll stand in between you guys. Finishing fly, like it or don't like it, and that's what I want to end off with.
Right, cool. Thanks so much again for coming on the show, D. Always a pleasure having you, man. And thanks for the things that you are planning with me in the background. Derek and I were discussing an idea. We can't obviously share that idea publicly because we want to patent it. But let's just say it's going to be something, we're tired of things going to court unnecessarily and lawyers being involved and all of that. So how about a show? Let us know in the comments if you like this. Come, but not a show, more like a courtroom where I'll be the judge and Derek will be the prosecutor. And you come on the show and we will sort out all your alienating issues, because I promise you that these things can be sorted out among parties. Derek has made it true. He's spoken. I mean, he's had hell with his ex, but then again, he found out that she was coerced into all of these things. All right, and I'm finding out that there's a lot of alienating parents. All right, people that are keeping parents away from their children. I mean, keeping their children away from the other parent, who's being told to do so by a lawyer or a mediator or a social worker or the family. They've been coerced into doing this. And as you said, look, they're still to be blamed, but would they have made that decision without the manipulation? Probably not. So there's a lot of third parties getting involved where they're not supposed to get involved. It's not your fucking child. All right, leave it between mother and father. Let them sort out their stuff. Yeah,
exactly. And this is what the Zilver got right in Pretoria High Court. The mother and the grandmother.
That
is an example. And this is what we're talking about. If you want to involve yourself, you must accept the consequences thereof.
Yeah, here's the.
Or butt out.
I mean, yeah, I did a episode on that, right? Yeah. In fact, I'm still waiting for this lawyer to come on, as well. I'd like to interview her, but Yeah, we know lawyers, nah? They're probably thinking of how they can now
Very
maximize on this. Yeah, but I'll follow up with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will be brilliant if we can get on so
Yeah,
that we can educate and just put the record straight.
that's right. Or at least come and tell people what things influence the case into the right decisions being made, because obviously they've now had a little bit of a win. There's a formula, and you know they've figured out something that the public needs to know. So hopefully they would find it in their hearts not to now just try and make money out of this, you know, knowing that they are the leading. I think this is the leading case now. Nah? There was one in Cape Town, but this one seems to now be the last one that set precedent. So yeah, man, I'm hoping that this lady will come on. I've reached. In fact, that reminds me, I'm someone gonna follow up with her after the score.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's brilliant what she got right, and we can only boost the law firm. Like one hand washes the other hand. And
She comes on this show, definitely.
yeah, like we've got good ideas, we've got great plans, we can give referrals. So at the end of the day, the dirty must be where people can come on, listen to all the nonsense we speak, believe what you want to believe, take in what you want to take in. But at the end of the day, the more information you have, the better
That's
you can
right.
conduct
The better
yourself.
decisions you can make. So on that note, I'm gonna end off here. Derek, thanks so much again for joining, bro. I am going to just sorry, what did I want to say now? Yeah, let me close it off now. Yeah, my brains are all over the place. I'm a bit scrambled here. Just ideas popped in my head. But if you like the idea, guys, of us having sort of like an open court where we sort these things out. People don't have money for all this trouble, man. All this going to court and shit. Lawyers and mediators. That money could have gone to your children. Just think about that. Right? So,
100%.
right, guys, that's the end of the show. And if you want to come on to the dirty and tell your story, just type the word story into the comments. You can come on, speak your own truth. And if you're wondering what it does for you, well, wait, let's just ask Derek quickly. Derek's come on a couple of times now. Derek, tell me, people often think that I often get the question, what's the point of coming on to the dirty? What's that gonna do for me? What's that gonna do for my case? You answer that question there.
Okay, firstly, if you're not gonna come onto the dirty and spread false allegations and lies, it cannot be held against you. If you come onto the dirty and you speak the truth and you speak factual and you only put the facts on the table and they want to take it to court, it's easy to justify. And I would also say it's another form of pressure. It's like using the truth to pin you down. And it like in my case, there's lots of people following, lots of people asking questions. It's East London, it's Pretoria, it's Cape Town. I don't have time to talk to every individual and repeat myself like a recorder.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you come onto this live, you speak the truth, and if they want to try hold it against you, let them go for it. But at the end of the day, when that judge watches it, remember, they listen. They're not stupid people.
Absolutely.
They will know when this person is talking nonsense on the internet and when this person is not talking nonsense on the internet. And like I said, I'm calling out Pauline and Herman to come on this live and come correct me if I'm wrong.
But there's a strong possibility that they'll never come on, right?
I'm 100% convinced they won't.
I invited so many alienators
I'm
before.
not a woman. I'm not a woman. I don't have
I've invited so many alienators on, and yeah, they just don't even respond. They shit scared just at thinking of it, because, well, we know already narcissists are scared of exposure, and I hate just using that term loosely and all of that, but it is what it is, man. We know the mental capacity, we know the mental health problems that we've got. It's not normal behavior to use a child as a tool. All right, so yeah.
Yes, and when they get confronted, they run
That's
away. It's you can't even deal with people like this. You can't even. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of time. Rather just move on.
Right.
When they retaliate to you, just hit them with the truth and the facts, but don't give them attention. Don't entertain them.
But yes, get your story out.
That's the best advice.
Get your story out. The best thing.
Yeah, get your story out.
Sorry, you were saying something. I just cut you off there.
Get your story out there. The more people that know the truth, it's more difficult to persuade people in believing in a lie. So yeah, like there's nothing wrong going onto social media. What you get out of it, you get relief. You feel a little bit lighter when you get off, because you're speaking to people and you're getting responses. Then you can say, okay, this is the way I dealt with the situation. Then you can get responded to and say, yeah, you responded in this way, but you should have, or maybe next time go like this and like that. Like, get advice, if you understand what I'm saying. Crying behind a closed door, making yourself angry, working yourself up is just gonna make you weak, and your case is gonna be powerless, because at the end of the day, you're not getting enough resources into your brain to give you the support, courage, and energy to actually fight for what's right. Everything that's not right is easy granted, but to get something that's right granted, you need to show character and you need to fight for it, because it comes with the truth.
This was the message when I saw. I don't get involved really in the conflict. But when I saw the comments, I just simply, that was the first thing that I did. I just replied and I said, would you like to come on the show and discuss why you are maintaining your son? She's never replied. So, yeah.
Yeah, because she's lying, talking nonsense. You can't even maintain yourself.
All right, that's for another show.
Look at us pulling apart.
Anyways.
And that's why I said I will not.
Anyways, Derek, I'm gonna end off again. Sorry, it's not. I think it's the third time I say I'm gonna end off, but now I am gonna end off. All right, bro. You have a good one. Have a good week. We'll probably come on again during this week sometime. And yeah, stay safe, man. Stay out of trouble.
You always. And then I'll chat to you some other time.
Cool, you too, man. So that's it from Derek, and yeah, guys, you've heard it from him as well. Instead of going around telling your story every day and complaining and nothing happening about it, no solutions being found, come on the show. Again, if you want to come on, just type the word story in the comments, and yeah, just come on and tell your story, right? We are here to listen. If you haven't been listened to in court, if you haven't been listened to by social workers or mediators, we are here to listen, and we do care. We will figure out a way. There's guys in the background that have had amazing results from handling their own cases without lawyers. So it takes emotional, emotional intelligence, a good EQ, and a lot of perseverance, and it takes support as well. So we are here for support. On that note, I will see you guys tomorrow. Later on this week, we will be having another show with a follow-up from Chris. He's also got some great news to share. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing more about that myself. Have a safe one, guys. Have a good one. Yeah. Same advice that I gave to Derek. Stay out of trouble. Document everything. Don't forget. Alright. See you all.